now taking over your airwaves. In 3, 2, 1.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning, zebras. It is April 24th, 2025. It is a blue day here at New Brunswick High School. It's Throwback Thursday, and I'm Mr. Nessie coming to you from the Julian Nicholas Podcast Studio. What a beautiful day we are going to have today. Beautiful day yesterday. What more can you ask for? The sun shines, the spring breeze blows, and here we are on the Zebra Morning Show. We got weather, we got announcements, we got sports, and we'll see what happens after that. You never know. It is Throwback Thursday. All right, let's get into the weather.
We'll make it sweet. We'll make it short. Now here for you is the weather report.
The weather, baby.
Buenos dias, ladies and gentlemen. It is currently 51 degrees and sunny in New Brunswick. It is going to be sunny all day long. I will work on my Italian Mediterranean tan today for sure. We're going up to a high of 81 today. Who cares about the low of 49? It's going to be gorgeous today. Tomorrow, just as beautiful. Low of 53, high of 80. Pretty much a sunny day. Saturday, chance of rain and a high of 70. Sunday, sunny and 66. Monday, half a day of school, sunny and 72. Tuesday, sunny and 83, also a half a day for testing. Wednesday, sunny and 80. And Thursday, chance of rain and 66 degrees. Let's get into the morning announcements. The Zebra Morning Show is, of course, a podcast. Scan the Zebra code and you can subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. We're available on a number of apps, and the easiest way to subscribe is to scan the Zebra code. Or you can go to our website, zebrapodcastnetwork.com. Miss Morano, make us smarter.
Good morning. This is Miss Morano with your quote of the day. Our anxiety does not empty tomorrow of its sorrows, but only empties today of its strength. C.H. Spurgeon.
Thank you, Miss Morano. National days. Today is National Neck Care Day. Take care of your necks, people. It's National Bucket List Day. Maybe today is a day you cross something off your list that you've always wanted to do. Today is National Teach Children to Save Day. So here's a little advice. Don't spend your money. Save it. It's also National Take Your Child to Work Day. Alas, my children are not here with me. And it's also National Pigs in a Blanket Day. So enjoy a little cocktail frank in a delicious pastry. A delicious treat, if I do say so myself. On this day in history, April 24th, 1990, Shuttle Discovery takes off with the Hubble Space Telescope, and 15 days later, it launches the Hubble Space Telescope into space, and the Hubble telescope was only expected to operate for 15 years. And here we are, 30 years later, and it is still sending data back to Earth. Students, the April Challenge is almost over. There are 5 days remaining in the month of April, 5 school days. And if you come to school every day, get to school on time, get to your classes on time, and you have no discipline referrals, we're going to put you on a list and you will be rewarded for your efforts in the month of May. And now I'm going to be rewarded for my efforts as I'm joined by the incomparable Mr. Allen. Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, New Brunswick High School. What's happening?
Feeling good today?
A little tired, man. It's a couple golf matches back to back, and I'm walking the course, so a little tired.
You would think the coach would drive the golf cart.
No, that's my way of getting cheap exercise.
There you go.
Off and walk the course, burn some calories.
Nice. What clubs we got going on today?
We got the Alliance Club going on from 2:45 to 3:45 in room A208. in the art club. Same time, 2:45 to 3:45. Room is A101.
Art Club is one of the bigger clubs here, right?
Yes.
We got a lot of artists.
Yeah. I
Bars.
think it probably should be more because we've talked about this before in terms of when you walk around and look at student work in class, there's a lot of doodling going on. There's some good stuff going on.
Absolutely. A lot of white walls around here, too. We should take care of that.
The old high school, were you at the old high school?
I was never in there.
The old high school had a bunch of murals along the hallways that was painted back in the day.
Hashtag paint the halls. Daily Tech Table is open each and every day from 8:30 to 9:15 and from 1 to 1:45. The morning is a great time to borrow a Chromebook if you don't have one or you forgot it at home. That's happened to a couple of my students in the last few days, and I say, why didn't you borrow a Chromebook this morning? They don't have an answer. So, reminder, borrow a Chromebook in the morning. Have your ID and use SmartPass to get there.
Yearbook, $60. Ordered during advisory with Mr. McDermott or Miss Esposito and D204. You can also order it online by scanning the zebra code. Visit our Instagram at NBHS_YB.
And I just want to stress again, don't bother Mr. McDermott or Miss Esposito after advisory for yearbooks. Okay? Advisory only. Order online.
Spectrum, the literary and art magazine, is accepting your artwork and literary submissions of poetry and prose. Electronic and physical submissions are welcome. There is no theme, so it's wide open to be as creative as you like. See the great producer extraordinaire, Mr. Thornburg.
Student Council meets every first and third Thursday of the month. B321, 245 to 345, and your class councils meet every second and fourth Thursday. Today is the fourth Thursday, so if you want to get involved with your grade level council, go today. It's never too late to get involved. For more information, go to nbstudentcouncil.com and follow them on Instagram at nbhs.stuco. Peer-to-peer does exist. We're going to get them in here. Yesterday, I announced the new peer leaders for the coming school year, 25-26. So we're going to start to see some of their voices on peer-to-peer at the end of the year. So scan the zebra code and check out what they've done already. And the best is yet to come. Sazon Latino is the all-Spanish podcast. Got a little update on the cultural festival. They had to push it back. It's not next week on May 1st. They've rescheduled it for May 21st. So change the date on your calendars, everybody. And again, make sure you come out to that cultural festival hosted by your Hispanic Culture Club. All right, Mr. Allen.
Ooh, we are going to give a big shout out today to the class of 2027, Ms. Capru Murthy and Mr. Preco. Class of 2027, big shout outs to you guys today. Be great.
Let's go, sophomores. Happy birthday to you if today is your birthday. Enjoy April 24th for all it will offer you. And I think we're in Taurus territory now, so shout out to all the Tauruses.
Not too familiar with that.
Do you know your own sign?
I do know that.
What's that?
Scorpio.
Scorpio?
November 8th. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Noted. November 8th.
What about you?
My birthday is on Sunday.
Oh, really? So I guess that's the reason why you do know we're in Taurus zone, or?
I know we're in the Taurus zone, yeah.
Got you.
I was going to give myself a birthday shout out on tomorrow's program
Got you.
for the weekend
We got you. Yeah.
because I care about me. Go ahead, merch it up.
Merch it up. Zebra Morning News. Zebra Morning Show, Zebra Podcast Network. Sazon Latino. Peer-to-peer. If you're looking for any gear, merchandise, please scan the Zebra code. You can check it out. Pick something else nice. Give it to somebody as a gift.
Makes a great gift.
Announcements. Visit our website, zebrapodcastnetwork.com. Submit something on our Google form or send us a voicemail. And now, hold on a second. I do want to make one quick announcement.
Go ahead.
Miss Karen Simmons is retiring from New Brunswick Public Schools as a guidance counselor. There's some type of celebration going on to her today.
Is today her last day?
I'm not sure if it's her last day, but there is a celebration. They were asking for submissions to give her a shout out. So I said, you know what? I have a voice on the Zebra Podcast Network.
Go ahead, take it away.
I send my submission there. when I could do it right here. So, Miss Simmons, I want to say congratulations to getting to this milestone in life of retirement. I'm wishing you all the best. Hope you can go down and take more visits with your daughter in college. I think she's still in college. But if not, ride off into the sunset. Do something that you would like to do. Big shout outs to you. Congratulations from the Zebra Podcast Network, myself, Mr. Nessie. Wishing you all the best in retirement.
Indeed. Congratulations, Ms. Simmons. I know she has worked tirelessly for the students that she services through the guidance department. I'm sure she has impacted thousands of students' lives over her
she's
career.
Been here, since I've been here, so I'm quite sure it's a lot of kids.
Excellent. Shout out to Ms. Simmons. Right off into the Zebra sunset.
Here we go. And now the Zebra Podcast. The Zebra Sports Desk.
All right. What's up?
Shot him.
I found it on the internet. Coach was just asking me about that shot of the stadium. I got it off the internet. That's how we do it.
I thought you put a drone up there or something like that to get that.
That's something I would do.
Right.
I don't have a drone though. Got to get a Zebra drone. Anyway, yesterday in Zebra Sports, the girls softball team dropped both games in their doubleheader, unfortunately. They made a feverish comeback in a 10-9 loss in Game 1, and it just wasn't great in Game 2. They lost 15-3. The baseball team was at home yesterday. They defeated Highland Park 13-3. They exploded for 13 runs on 9 hits in a dominant team effort. Shout out to Devin Houston. He led the way going 2 for 3 with 3 runs and an RBI. Roderi Jackson and Ryan Diaz also had 2 hits apiece. Ronaldo Peralta, I believe he's a senior this year, and Jose Omar Abreu, they chipped in with key RBIs. They had 6 walks. 2 Zebras got hit by pitches, and they stole 4 bases on the day. On the mound, Elkin Reyes pitched 5 innings, got the complete game victory. 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts for Elkin.
I made it over to the game and we came back from our match. So I was able to watch Elkin pitch his last inning. Them guys is rolling, man, the baseball team.
Yeah. And they are 6-1 on the season.
10 run. You see the 10-run rule right there.
Yes. Golf. Go ahead, Coach. You're right here.
We had a match against Middlesex. Unfortunately, we came up a little short. We had to go over there with only 3 golfers. 2 of our guys had something going on, so we wouldn't have been able to win the match had we shot extremely low anyway. But the girls battled out there yesterday, man. Janelli, Nana, and Genesis, they really battled out there. And I think they like...
Is Daliana Nana?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they really like playing with the Middlesex kids because they have a young lady, so we was able to put the 4 girls together and the 4 guys played by themselves, so it was nice.
I saw online they both shot 64s.
Yes. And that's a regulation course, so that's not a bad number for kids who are really only playing golf from March 13th to May 15th. It's not a bad number. So we got a couple more matches left. Today we have a girls match. Nana and those group of girls, they play on the co-ed team on the boys' side. But we have a girls' match today. It's winding down.
You got the Zebra Open coming up soon.
And the Zebra Open is coming up. Oh, yeah, we can't wait for that. And I think we're going to try to open it up to teachers.
I don't golf, but...
May 20th.
I'll be Jim Nance.
Okay,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Augusta North.
That's the national note.
Also, boys volleyball, they lost to JFK on the road yesterday, 2-0. Now, the internet didn't tell me about your match, so you just promoted it. Yep. Also today, we've got boys tennis home against South River and boys volleyball home against Lakewood.
Oh, the Wood.
And then tomorrow, we got the boys over to Highland Park for 4 o'clock. And sports, the music defeated us today, but anyway. Go Zebras!
The coach of JFK I played college basketball with.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Boss DeVoe, great guy. He and I spent many days on the court together. 7-footer.
Oh,
It's probably why he's coaching volleyball.
probably a lot of passes into the post for him.
Oh, yeah.
All right, go Zebras indeed, and let's podcast.
You're listening to the Zebra Podcast Network. Your school, your voice.
All right, good morning, Mr. Allen. It is April 24th. It's a blue day.
Yes, sir.
It's Throwback Thursday. I defer to you. What do you want to throw back to? What do you want to talk about today?
The draft, the football draft. Are you interested at all or no?
I am-
Giants fan?
I'm a Giants fan.
Okay, so
I am interested for the draft to be over.
Are you tired of all the coverage?
I'm tired. I mean, it's going on 3 or 4 months of
Yeah.
who's going to pick who. Where is Shador Sanders going to go? Is it going to be the Giants? Or is it going to be it was odds you were getting odds he was going to go to New Orleans. Now everybody's saying Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has the 21st pick. Is Shador Sanders going to drop to 21? What are your thoughts? Who's your Eagles fan?
I'm an Eagles fan, yes.
So you got the last pick in the
Pick
draft.
of the first round. I like it. You know, the intrigue. I do think it's a little overkill in terms of, like you said, 2-3 months of that. I think it might just be filler for like ESPN because a lot of the sports are winding down, and then you get a moment of like baseball games starting and all of that. I just think it's overkill, though, man. It's like then it's you talk about Shador, and what about what's my man from the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The big intrigue of where he's gonna go, why he hasn't signed yet. I'm tired of that part too. So I'm ready to get it over with, and then we can start talking about, you know, playoff basketball and getting into the summer. Not a big baseball fan. I am a Mets fan, but
Nick playoff game tonight.
yes, the Knicks play tonight.
Which odds are I'm watching that
over the draft.
and not the draft?
The Knicks, they look like they're in trouble, man. I hate to say that to the Knicks fans.
I don't think they're in trouble,
2 games that they could be down 0-2 at home.
but they're not.
It's 1-1. You lost home court advantage. And Detroit's not backing down.
I still think this is a Nick team that can defeat them in 5 games. I think they will win in Detroit, and I think they come home and they put this away at the Garden. I mean, that's what they have to do, but I don't think they're going to lose this series.
I just think, and watch it, there's a Knicks fan, my brother from another mother, Mr. Carter, but I just think you got the big kid Duran, who can bang away at Karl Anthony Towns, took him out of his game. I think Jason Hart, as much as I love him as the wild card, a tough guy, he makes some plays that kind of kills things for them. And then you counting on Brunson to have to be the man night in, night out, and it's a 7-game series. It's a difference if you're playing the Nets, that's my team today, and you get 30, and then you go somewhere else and play another sorry team. But when you got to play the same team over and over, and their main focus is for you for 7 games, I think that changes things. And that's where I wonder if the Knicks, now they got to go on the road. I think the kid Cade is good. I think he's legit. And then you got a bunch of other role guys around him who don't mind letting him do what he has to do, and then he does get others involved.
From my view, I always tend to bank on, not just because I'm a Knicks fan, I will always tend to lean on the team that has the playoff experience.
Okay.
So the Knicks had a nice run last year. Most of that core group is back. And I think the Pistons are an inexperienced team. Cade, good player.
Yep.
Got some pieces.
Here he is.
Speaking of more pieces.
Bring your child to work day today, everybody.
We don't do that here no more.
No.
But my daughter did say something about it because she works in another district subbing. And she said, Dad, I didn't think that existed anymore. I said, well, it don't in New Brunswick public schools.
We not doing that.
That went by the wayside when Miss Rudrow retired.
Yes.
That's how long ago that's been.
Yeah, she used to like run it, and she would plan activities, and yeah.
But I thought we stopped that before she retired.
I want to say like my 3rd year.
Yeah, I thought we stopped that.
Microphone's a little high, Mr. Joshua.
I was thinking like my 3rd year. Yeah.
You got any playoff thoughts, draft thoughts? We're doing sports today.
Oh, draft thoughts.
We threw it was a throwback, but it was a throwback, but
Wow.
we kind of what they call it. We threw an audible.
Yeah, I would personally, for me, I would love to see Shedeur Sanders fall to the 12th pick and be drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. I love that pick. I do. I also love a lineman. I love, but it's going to be an interesting night tonight.
Let me ask you, this is some of the conversation I've heard. I'm a big, I listen to the fan, so I'm going to propose a similar question to you guys. Would you rather pass on a quarterback that turns out to be good or draft that quarterback and he fails?
Interesting. I would say until you have a quarterback, you are not even in the game. So until you find that guy, that is your primary focus. So
you got to draft a quarterback.
You have to draft a quarterback, right? You cannot allow the opposition to capitalize on an opportunity that was available to you and live through it. It's not how that business works,
I like that line of thinking. Quarterback is that position where they need everybody else around them to play their part and do their part. So if you are that team that does not have a strong line or decent receivers, I don't care who you put back there. If that joker's running for his life all the time and he drops back, how good can he really be? And if he's constantly getting hit, at some point, your confidence is shaken. At some point, you got jitters in the pocket because you're waiting to see when is that next hit coming and where is it coming from, and then possibly by who. So
sometimes you don't see the hit coming.
and you don't see, and especially if you don't have a good left tackle if you're a right-handed quarterback. So there's a lot that goes into it. There's it's great being number one, but you're number one for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting. I was listening to Unsportsmanlike this morning, and they were saying some stuff out there that, in terms of people making draft moves and acquiring assets and then getting this person later on, that kind of makes sense. So
yeah, it's a talent-rich draft. So because there is a deficit at opportunities
no great
at quarterbacks, right? Yeah, so that becomes it's funny, but the minute that you devalue the most important position, all of a sudden all these other positions become like these high value positions. Like this is a running back draft where last year, running backs weren't even valued to the same degree, right?
This is not a running back league anymore, really.
Right. This is a wide receiver filled, but that's been a trend over the last, I guess, 4 or 5 drafts where there's just the focus has been the person who the quarterback is throwing to, because the idea is that you could have a good quarterback, and if you have an excellent receiver, that excellent receiver combined with that quarterback will elevate that quarterback's overall performance.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. I mean, but the truth is, if you're building an institution, you got to get a quarterback, and then your next pick has to be somebody who protects the quarterback, whether if you can get a left tackle or a left guard, but you have to kind of commit to that process so that even if you miss on the quarterback, right, you've at least refurbished one man on that 5-man front to keep the quarterback up. Go back to the draft, do the exact same thing until you get that guy. And by the time you get that guy, let's say you miss 3 times, that's the whole left side of your offensive line, right? And that's notwithstanding you get a running back in the 3rd round, or you get a wide receiver, or you get a blocking tight end or something like that, right? But it has to be a commitment to that position and then develop from there. And everybody is trying to do something else. And as a result of it, it's what makes football so great, because it's quirky in that regards.
So you're a big Cowboy fan?
Absolutely.
You just said you want Sanders to fall to 12.
That would be ideal, because then I wouldn't have to worry about drafting a running back in the 1st round. I'm adamantly against drafting a running back.
What do you think is the Cowboys' biggest need?
Our biggest need right now, believe it or not, would be a playmaker, like a number 2 wide receiver. But we cannot afford, with the 12th pick, to get a wide receiver, because if that wide receiver pops and he really is talented, we cannot afford to pay that guy before we get our offensive line straight, we get our defensive linemen straight, right? It's a timing thing, right? It isn't necessarily what you're looking at on the field. It's what you're looking at as what it takes to put together a championship team. At the professional level, it is your primary focus is built upon your reputation to have a vision to build a championship team. You know, not a passing leader, not a touchdown leader, not a sack leader. It is literally, we are putting these men together because we think when the cohesion sets in and the locker room is set, we can beat every team necessary to win the Lombardi.
Those are some lofty aspirations.
Yes.
Now, my question is this then. You have the 12th pick.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the Cowboys, are you trying to move up?
No. No. When the market on quarterbacks is thin, you have more opportunities to evaluate more players at more positions, right? So for us, it would be like linebacker, wide receiver, running back, left tackle, right tackle, safety, right? So you're trying to accumulate as many opportunities to evaluate the fresh talent that's coming into the league for those positions. So like this would be a trade back year, but not trade out of the first round back year. It would be kind of like looking at teams that are behind us and trying to negotiate a swap of positions so that we can maybe pick up an additional second round pick, or we can pick up an additional third round pick for these positions that I was mentioning that you want to try to double dip into.
Let's turn our attention to the city of brotherly love.
I want to hear what you got to say about the Giants. I would love to hear what you got to say about the Giants as a
I want
sports
to give Philly a chance.
Okay, well, we're running out of time to give Giants a chance.
The Giants don't have a chance, so I'm going to...
Go ahead,
I
fire
hear you.
away.
We're all in the same boat.
So, coming off a Super Bowl victory.
Mm-hmm.
Boo.
Oh, we have the NFC East sitting in
We
this
do.
round.
We just need a Redskins fan in here. That's it.
Do we have a Washington
Commanders fan.
Oh, I'm sorry, Commanders.
fan? Is there a Washington fan in the building?
Yes.
Who?
Trufano.
She is.
Stefano?
Yep.
Oh, we got to sit down and have an NFC East. Maybe for next year's podcast, we have an NFC East meeting.
Coming off a Super Bowl victory.
Yep.
What do you think the Eagles need to do to fortify that team and try to go for another championship?
Well, here is something that me and my daughters are into it big time. Right? So my one daughter's like that. We're going to use a lot of people in free agency. I said, Jordan, everybody that we lose is deserving. These guys worked hard, and they got their Super Bowl. The next thing now is to solidify wealth for their families. And a lot of guys are going to probably go to teams that probably not as good, but they're going to get a bag that we couldn't give them. I said, so we have to look at that. And that's what happened to us on the during the offseason. We lost guys at positions of strength, though. We lost a couple of defensive linemen, but we got a bunch of young boys that played last year and going to get more time. I didn't like the trade of our safety to the Texans because he balled out this year. But
Hey, Coach. Hey, I'd love to talk more about Philly. But,
What a shame.
it's all good.
hey, we'll be back tomorrow. It'll be a feel-good Friday.
And we're
We're
outside.
going to be outside the
Yeah.
student entrance tomorrow
What?
for our first spring live outside broadcast of the year.
Yep.
Haven't been outside since the fall, so sun's out, mic's out. Let's go.
Looking forward to that.
We'll be back tomorrow. Take us out, Coach.
Everybody, today is Thursday. Be great, New Brunswick High School. You know what I say. Be great.
Thank you for listening to the Zebra Morning Show. Please tell a friend to help spread the word. Word of mouth is the best way to help us grow. Be sure to follow us on social media. We're on X, Instagram, and Threads at Zebra Podcast Net. Visit our website at zebrapodcastnetwork.com where you can learn about joining us. And don't forget to send us your announcements and shout-outs. Have a great day, Zebra Nation.